From one music to another. It's Mario Kart time. It's been a couple weeks since I've actually done Mario Kart on stream. I know, crazy times. Let's see if I've improved. I haven't. I haven't. That's a given. I'm gonna fall backwards in every race, and it's gonna be a miracle if I win one. That's my stance on it. Hello, everyone. It's Friday. That's right. It's a day that ends in Y. Are you surprised to see me? I'm surprised to see me. A little bit. Wait, can I see me? If I look real hard. If I look real hard, I can see me. Okay. Sorry, I forgot to make myself live on Discord. And by live, I mean online. Because I'm smarticle. I'm smarticle. 3, 6, 9, 10. One person didn't pick. No. Okay, they picked now. Guys, I started streaming and my eyes started watering. I think it's the bright space light shine directly at my face. It's not working well for me. It's not. In other news, the news. I haven't watched the news today. I'm bad at my job. Somebody, please. Give me the news. What is the news? That's the news of the week. Oh, there's a birdo behind me. And that's the news of the week. And they are in last place. And that's the news of the week. Oh, they're ahead of me. Never mind. They're not weak no more. Let's go right through them all. See, I played their game. I acted as if there was never a box there. And, I'm falling behind. I'm falling a little behind. They're all taking me coins. This is not a great place to be. It's fine. It's fine. You know what? I'll grab a coin there. I'll just bully somebody for no reason there. And now I'm the one in the lead. The one place that I've never wanted to be in my life. First place. Well, this is embarrassing. There you go. You can have this spot because I don't want it. Why mine and not the red shell? You know what? People behind me, you can have that green shell. It's fine. I just need, there it is. Get out of my way. I said out of my way. Why am I being bullied from behind? We should have all been working together. All of us in harmony. I didn't hit them? Dude, I'm a failure. Did you hit somebody? Well, in other news, I'm not out yet, and I've clawed my way to first. It took one race of me saying I wouldn't do it, but I've done it. Listen, they thought they were good. They thought they were special. They thought just because they were in front of me that I wouldn't be able to beat them. But I did. I used my fire to its fullest. And I've overcome whatever challenge it was that was supposed to be. Gonna have to try harder than that if you're trying to catch me. Hi, Jackson. I got nothing to say to that. There's not a singular joke that I can make about that. Not one. Not 2, not 3, and not 1. Welcome to Mario Kart, where I said I wouldn't win and then I won. How weird that that's what happened. Stafalafafa. Wow, Canada's really showing up today. I don't like this. We have a Japan, we have a Germany, we have a bunch of Kanadas. Welcome to the land of the North, where we have top hats and 80% of our population doesn't live in the North. Because it's too cold there. Oh, I'm in 12th-ish place. I just want coins. Let's be honest, we're here for the coins. Everything else is not the excuse that I have for backing up. Whee! Okay. You can have that red shell, man. Welcome. Yo, I got him to activate it. That's funny. That's really funny. Okay. I was supposed to grab the double there, but you know what? We'll make do with whatever I have. This is a race. By the way, since I last spoke about stuff, Nintendo did in fact release a music app that I have. They also released a trading card app that I have. Oh good, that coin was so helpful. Nintendo's released a bunch of random apps. I'm just hitting people with blue shells while I'm in second actively. Some might say I went too soon. To those I say, oops, I did it again. Now this is gonna be a hard fought ending. Come on. Oh, that wasn't what I wanted at all. I missed. Come on, stupid red shell. No. I got back up to 6th. It's all that matters. But yeah, no, they got a music app, and then they immediately, like within one day, put Mario Wonder music on it. But I don't think they backfilled it into their playlist properly, or if they did it after I checked, because it wasn't in the playlists that I had set up on my end. I spent 30 minutes yesterday arguing with my phone trying to log into Nintendo in order to get into the phone app, into your music app, because it was like, yo, this is your account. This is your email. This is not your password. This is not your password. This is not your password. And I'm like, no, it is my password. They're like, it's not your password. And I'm like, can I remake my password? And they're like, sure. I put my password in. They're like, no, that was your password. You can't put that in. And I'm like, that's what I was typing. This to me. Eventually we fixed it. And now I have Nintendo Music on my phone, which is no different than having it on my computer. Really? I guess here it's mobile, so it goes to the couch easier. Yes. Also, the Pokemon TCG app came out, and I am awful at that, and I only have 100-something cards in it. I started that today. Okay. So this track's a little bit weird, because it's got golds and mines and stuff. I got all my coins in a row and ducks on a farm. I'm now at 10. Oh, thank goodness. He didn't have a red shell. He's got a jukebox. I don't like the boomerang, so I'm just gonna toss it. Oh my goodness, I have the funniest set of items ever. Literally the funniest. I'm just gonna sit here because this is what I do. What just happened? Okay, they're still on the track. I'm the one who's hallucinating. I must see where I'm going. But yes, Nintendo music and the Nintendo card game. I actually played quite a bit of the Nintendo card game today on my phone when I had time. I enjoyed the opening of the packs, but I will say that I did not have too many of the packs to open, at least not enough of them. I also did a little bit of their battle against the AI. I don't know how to play Pokemon as a card game. I always just collect the cards. But at least on the app, it seems to have like a lot of very fundamental flaws to it that don't just make battles like really short, but also make them a bit problematic. Ooh. I'm gonna lose this race now. That was rude of whoever used that lightning. I thought I had a race win, and then they used a lightning, and that is actually what switched the places. If it wasn't in that exact spot, I would have had it. I would have had it, but I didn't. But yeah, Mario TCG. So if you don't know, you just sort of place cards randomly and then generate energy out of thin air. And that's what it's like. And that's what we do. And that's what it is a do, Scooby-Doo. That's what it is a do, Scooby-Doo. Yes. Okay. On to the next track. Bow, bow, bow. Oh no, it's Cruise Top blah 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 with the thing. Cloud Top Cruise. Wow, I screwed up every single word in that name. There were 2 words and I screwed them both up. I also screw up words and sentences. But yeah, no, it's like the Pokemon battling in it. It's just you play a card and then the next turn you can evolve your Pokemon, I guess. And you get an energy per turn. But then there are some cards that are like base level and you can play them at the beginning that do like 10 times the damage of any other base level Pokemon. And the only drawback is you have to flip a coin. So like 30% of the time, whatever you're trying to do happens a little bit less skillfully than you want it to. It's like the expected return on some of the cards, like you can get 40 damage or 80 damage if you flip a coin. So the expected damage is 60 per turn, but many of the starting Pokemon only have 60 health. Okay. Well, that's a busted card if I've ever seen one. Oh man. I just don't like the fact that you have triple reds, dude. Triple reds are my domain. Oh man, Van has a thing. So yeah, I've been going through that. I haven't made a fighting deck, so I can't get all of the side stuffs yet. It's like rip me, I guess. I have a feeling. Is it true? Why am I specifically driving towards these things? I don't have to go to them. Why did I throw that backward? Whatever. It's fine, probably. Oh, is he doing it? He's doing it, guys. He's trying to close up with the front. I don't think I have any items until the end, so I have to grab these coins. It's the only way I can potentially catch up. Oops, somebody bumped the wall or something. I don't exactly know what happened. I should be a little bit faster because of my coins. I don't think they have max coins. Okay, I can let them go and then just drive to the victory of second place. I'm doing actually not badly. I'm not bad. Yeah, that's probably right. That's probably right. Everybody knows the best way to improve at any game is to just not play it for a month. Oh, that's the best way to play. The best way to improve is to be me. Oh, guys, Twitch made an official declaration today, an official announcement, straight from the whoever's under, straight from the secretary's desk of Dan Clancy, because there's, or Chat GPT of the secretary of Dan. Let's be honest. Let's be honest. If they were intelligent, they just wouldn't have said anything. But I'm willing to bet that Amazon pressured them to make a statement or something. But so Twitch put out a wonderful short little thing where they were like, we do not condone racism or whatever on our platform. And then they made changes which are really funny to me. I can look at the changes a bit later and talk about why I find them so funny after their statement. But yeah. Okay, stop it, stop it, stop it. Okay, we're good. We're good. Woo. I'm gonna get in so much trouble. I could look at all of their, they made some changes to how they're doing political stuff on the site that is a bit weird, I will say. It's a bit weird. Yo, it worked! I am the Blue Ranger. Yo guys, what's up? I am the Blue Wait, Blue Shell's still possible. And so are ghosts. Whatever, that one's not gonna do anything. That's fine. I never came here intending to win anyway. Ha! Woo! Oh, he didn't fall. He didn't fall. Okay. I have Twitch's statement pulled up. It specifically says, hate and harassment have no place on Twitch. To the Twitch community, over the past few weeks, we've seen members of the community the Twitch community, over the past few weeks, we've seen members of the community voice concerns about how we handle potential harmful content. There is no place on Twitch for racism, hatred, or harassment of any kind, including anti-Semitism and Islamophobia. As our community has grown, we've endeavored to build community guidelines to prohibit these harms. And build those guidelines they sort of have. Twitch is and will always be about belonging. It's never been about belonging. It's been about gaming. Each day, people come together on our service to build communities and around shared interests and to express themselves authentically. For this to be possible, we work hard to ensure that our community is a safe place. Our community guidelines are foundational, and when we find content that breaks those rules, we take immediate enforcement action. No, they don't. They literally have never done that. This will always be the case. Millions of streamers with a wide variety of views and perspectives spend time on Twitch. We recognize that some content, while allowed on our service, may be objectionable to some. The views shared by streamers on Twitch are not the views of Twitch, nor are they my personal views. We're grateful for the feedback, blah, blah, blah. We're not doing anything about it. Deal with it. So they basically made an entire statement that is just, we've heard you people call out streamers for... Okay, let's just put it as it is. We've heard the community calling out that we banned somebody for Islamophobia, but we have been harboring people for anti-Jewish takes. And we've refused to ban them for them. We don't care. That is all. That is the entire statement, basically. It's, we don't care. Please stop telling us about it. We'll all move on. But that's not the worst part of it. They did update some of their stuffs today. And I need to find the post for that. I haven't found the rule change post yet, but if I browsed it earlier and I was immediately like, well, that's definitely the worst decision you could have made here. That's a big news of the day, I guess, guys. The site put out a stupid statement to say, hey, we don't care what you think. Well, that was weird. I'm more surprised that that didn't hit any of them. What was that? Guys, we're gonna murder each other to death unless you calm down and let me win this race. Let me win this race. Okay, you gotta win. Whew. Okay, that whole statement. Twitch updated policies. What was it? It was politics. Update on CCL for politics and sensitive content. The content labeling. Starting today, streams that include discussion of politics or sensitive social issues. And it's that second part that I'm going to poke fun at because I can. So Twitch made a bunch of their changes about hate speech, right? It's what they're claiming. So in our content classification guidelines, we go into deeper detail on what label should be applied. Basically, if you're talking about anything that is, ooh, did they remove it? Where is this? Okay, did they update? I'm looking through. Okay. Okay. So they've added a bunch of stuff. Apparently, guys, we're not allowed to discuss our thoughts on socio-political views or communism here anymore. I'm sorry. Or capitalism. We would need a political tag for that. They've reworked some of the words here. I know, because when I read it earlier, it was very different. I think they made some stupids and somebody called them out on it. And they scrambled to fix it. Live coverage or commentary on elections, which is in like a few days. Everybody's going to be doing that, right? Everybody and their mother is going to be doing that. I think the last presidential election, I mostly watched the results come through on some guy's Twitch stream where he had like 10 to 15 viewers. He was like, he was really funny. He spent the whole stream being like, trying to be neutral about everything, like trying to not let his opinion come up. And then his wife came in and she was like, "And you, Trump was losing it, can you believe it? Oh my gosh." And I was just like, dude, you just lock her out. Lock her out of your stream room if you're doing that. Like, what? The whole thing that I find funny about that is like he's trying really hard to be completely neutral about everything. And he's doing it for like an hour into the stream, and then suddenly she runs in screaming. And it completely messed with the entire thing. Okay, guys, we're not allowed to talk about ideological or socio-political views on things like gender, race, sexuality, or religion. So we're no longer allowed to talk about our views on LGBT anything, basically, because that's the way it's worded, because you're now political. I thought that was it. There are two genders in the world, male and political. That's the joke, right? That's the joke. Oh, we're not allowed to discuss military conflicts, foreign policy decisions, or national security matters. I talk about those so often. Wait. These rules are stupid. Guys, no more playing any historical shooters. No more playing them, because you can't discuss them. They're political now. Intermittent mentions of politics, politicians, or sensitive social issues are not required to have the politics and sensitive social issues label. Good. As long as we only talk about those people who Twitch has deemed political intermittently, then we don't need to label ourselves for demonetization, guys. That's the way it needs to go here on Twitch. Oh. Twitch is so stupid. Twitch is stupid and I fell. Dan, I've got an idea for you. Why don't you like stop trying to be the best friend to every streamer in the world and instead run your platform as a neutral third party who doesn't get into bed with whatever random streamers are there, so that way when these situations come up, you're not completely I don't know, thrown in the middle of them. You can at least do your jobs. Oh, I have thoughts about Twitch and its moderation teams and its enforcement of everything. Dude, I've talked about this before, way in the past, but Twitch has never been good about moderation, making up rules or following their rules. You can go back to the founding of this site and see problems with it. Transparency is not a thing that they know. And consistency is not a word that's in their dictionary. It's a real mess. But the last couple weeks, it started with the Asmongold ban, right? The Asmongold ban really threw people into fury because while what he said definitely ban worthy, it revealed that they're basically only policing what part of their communities. Again, for political speech. Which is sort of a joke and sort of what everybody's calling them out on right now. And you can't have it that way and be a serious business. But I don't think Twitch ever intended to be a serious business. It's not a CEO problem at Twitch either, because like Emmett Shear had the same problems, Dan Clancy has these problems. It's a it's like a moderation, like they need to gut their teams or something. I don't know what goes on at Twitch, but the culture there has to be a joke. It has to be at this point. They're going on, what, 12 years of having some of the worst moderation on the internet. They could try to fix it even a bit. Even a little bit. I don't know. I find it funny that they're now yelling out about politics on their platform when it's only become a mainstay from their changes to allow IRL content in the past, basically. And now they're freaking out about it because it's blowing up in their face. They need to pull all that in. They've needed to do it for years. But the worst part about this is they're doing it now when it's mostly a call to be consistent with their own rules. It's almost nothing to do with politics this time around. It's everything to do with Twitch moderation. And until Twitch comes out and announces that they're going to be fixing that aspect of their site, I don't think most people are really gonna pay that much attention. Oh, I missed. Oh well. I thought I'd get them. I don't have enough coins to stay in the lead anyway. Whoa, how'd they do that? They went flying. I don't know. I guess if you want to get me talking about one thing that I probably know quite a bit of, it's Twitch over the years. They're not exactly, yeah, no. Why do I know so much about Twitch over the years? I don't even know why I know so much. Just because I've been here. But things like, Emmett Shear's completely hands-off approach to Twitch and nobody ever caring about what goes on the platform, that didn't help. Them not actually making changes to anything that improved the platform so long, that didn't really help. And now we're here in an age of just blah, and they're trying to force a bunch of random changes and fix things that have been problems for years, but they're not dealing with stuff in an order that makes sense. Like half the time. I don't know. We should get off this topic. I'm scaring everyone away. Everyone's been scared away properly by me talking. How about those Yankees? Oh, falling apart in the 5th inning. Oh my goodness. They look like a joke. They look like a joke. I don't even watch baseball on TV and they look like a joke. I kept up with the fact that they look like a joke. Could you imagine losing the World Series 4-1? Could you? With multiple walk-off home runs and grand slams against you in the series? Come on, Yankees, do better. Do better. You're gonna let down your legacy of Mickey Mantle And that's like the only person that I know. They had Derek Jeter, but I think everybody hates him now. Or no, that's Chase Utley that everybody hates. I think he was the Phillies guy. Yeah. I don't know if everybody hates Jeter. I don't remember. I don't know much about baseball. Bum, bum, bum. You know, let's see what the Twitch subreddit has to say, because you know they. Okay, top post. The team in charge of the Twitch mobile app should be fired. Yeah, probably. Oh my goodness. So the Twitch subreddit is just still hating on the mobile app. I think they've been very, very out there saying, well, people who use it like it, but we're seeing over and over again that people are just not using it. Like, they would prefer to leave Twitch altogether than use the mobile app. So maybe that's your problem, Twitch. Maybe you're just completely out of touch. Actually, does Twitch have a too many cooks problem? Does Twitch have a responsibility problem? I heard that was a thing going around in a lot of gaming companies the last few years, where nobody is willing to actually take responsibility for things. Does Twitch have a responsibility problems? Is that why all their features are to take forever and tend to not be very good? Maybe. People are like, Twitch put out a statement saying, we've identified an issue in calculating your estimated payment. Please come back later to see your revised estimates. And it's like, well, that's a message. I don't know why we're posting about it. It's just a message. It is the full message. Bum 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 ba bum 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 bum. Ooh, this is a fun question. Let's see if anybody knows the answer. Hey folks, I've had a bug occasionally occur the past few days where I'll try to type a message, but the cursor goes to the left of what I've typed, essentially making me type backwards. The bug itself also seems to have existed for a few years, with Twitch potentially having made a few patchwork fixes for it. I've looked everywhere, and the methods other people have tried that supposedly recreate this bug don't apply to me. The control left, right, shift, window, blah, 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 doesn't exist or doesn't apply, or are inconsistent to the point of being a potential fluke. Google Chrome, Windows 11. Left to right, right to left typing bugs. Trying to think over this. I think the most common one that I know of is a program deciding that you're trying to type in, like, using an Arabic keyboard or something. Because I know those are secretly right to left and you can type completely English in them. There are also some settings that allow you to just change the orientation from left to right to left naturally without having another language. I don't know how those get turned on by default. My assumption with something like that, it just started randomly happening on Twitch and it's happening nowhere else, is it sounds more like a region issue, right? It sounds like Twitch is ascribing your account, or some like cookie or something is ascribing your account to be from another region or language, which is funny and all, but it's really annoying. I think if I were to try to fix such and such a problem, the first thing I would look at is extensions, whatever extensions you have installed for Twitch. It could be something like just one of them is a little messed up right now and is causing, I was literally just hitting the button for the star. It could be something simple like that's just trying to, whatever extension is overriding your language permissions to be in, to be slightly different. Oh, interesting. Why? Eighth. Went from winning to losing real fast. Okay. They have given more information in the thingamajigs about it, which is interesting. It's a Windows 11 thing. They said tabbing out and back in fixes it. Oh my goodness. They might actually just be having the language bug problem that I had with Windows a little while back, where anytime that you jump into a chat, it basically half the time forces me to a random language that I have installed. But it doesn't tell me. That would probably be the biggest thing. For me, that was only affecting me in one particular game I played, so it wasn't a Twitch thing. But it only ever happened in one game, and it happened like one in every like 5 times that I tried to type in it. It was really annoying, but it did come up. That was a Windows bug, not a Twitch bug. That's what it sounds like. I don't know what causes that though. I don't think any of us know what causes our random bugs. I don't even know what caused it because I don't update my PC like evers. I am the worst person at updating stuff ever. Guys, if you have a computer, don't be me. Don't be me with your computer. Don't be a silly banana man with your computer. I don't update anything like ever. And then it comes time to play a new game, and it's like, oh, nothing's working. I guess I have to update my drivers. When were they last updated? Half a year ago. When was the last Windows version that you used? When was that released? Oh, a year and a half ago. Good. I guess to update these drivers, we're gonna have to take 12 hours to update your computer. And everything else that happens on it. Because that's the way I am. Never, ever update anything. But why? Can I ask why? I know why I am, because it's a terrible item to have in 6th place, but why? Dude, I have lost all of my coins from that. Dude, I'm getting wrecked out here. Absolutely wrecked out here. I was in 2nd. I would like to remind everybody that 2nd place was the place that I was in. I'll take it. I don't actually think the bullet knows how to drive around this track, so this isn't going to help me that much. Did I lose a place due to that bullet? Probably. Okay, nobody's technically finished yet, so I can still win if I try really hard. Okay, my items have proven otherwise. I'm getting hamstrung, man. I'm getting bullied. Getting locked in, beaten up. Wow. People asking about Pokemon community game Twitch extension on Twitch. That's a mess. Like this Blue Yeti news worth $38. Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing. I love this question. Somebody put up a chart. It was like, can anybody explain how this person increased their viewership so suddenly? And then it's like very little viewers, very little viewers, very little viewers, very little viewers. And then suddenly in early 2022, it went from like 10 viewers to like 200. And then up to like 600 before falling off again. And then a couple years later, it goes back up to like 600-700 before eventually falling off again. Like, can anybody explain this? I have to read through this post. This post looks absolutely hilarious to me. I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna read it. I'm gonna do it, guys. After this race, I'm gonna take a couple minutes and just look at this post and be a detective. An absolute detective. I know, crazy, but we can do it. I believe. Always hit people right before. Oh, good, a red shell. And just like that, I managed to win another race. It only took me saying that I was going to do some detective work. Let's go to the room as I figure out my detective strategy. Okay, guys, we have a detective game going on. They want answers. Okay, back to the question. Can anyone possibly explain to me how this person possibly increased their viewership so suddenly? I'm trying to study other content creators and things that they've done to be successful. When I first started following this streamer, she had about 20 to 30 viewers on average, and then suddenly made a jump and now has 300 plus. Looks like her highest viewer count was 3,000, so maybe she just randomly got rated and a lot of people stuck around. I know the answer to this almost immediately. I want to read the comments. How active is our chat? View botting. Embedded views possible? Not really. Is that they get an average of hundreds of viewers, but a docile chat with only 2 people talking? You got view bots. View bots. Yeah, they're talking about raids. Okay. So a lot of people are like, blah 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 blah. There are tools to check view botting. Everybody in here is just like, yo, no, they're view botting. A spike like this tends to happen from a couple of different things. One is you're making content and then suddenly you just hit something. You get the magic whatever. It just hits. And suddenly a lot more people know about your stream, and you capitalize on it. And this is what capitalization could look like, and you're putting a bunch of time into it. And suddenly you have a lot more people there. Hate watching is a thing. You've done something stupid and now everybody's coming around to like watch the next stupid thing that you're doing to call it out, but that usually wouldn't last this long with these high of numbers. So if they didn't go viral, then yeah, there's a possibility of view botting, but I'm thinking you just have a case of something going horrifically viral all of a sudden. And that would be my question there is, did they go horrifically viral and capitalize on it a bit? Because I talked about it a bit. Who was the Dead by Daylight VTuber? It was in a video. It was in a little video. Trying to figure out the guy's name. Dude, how hard is it to find a single case of that everybody talked about? Okay, that's the person. I'm looking for the other person's name. Random videos. Stop it. Looking for the other person in this. Where are they? Dude, it's so bad. Oh wait, no, I have their Twitch. If I could learn to read it. It's very dark because it's Dead by Daylight and it's in the middle of a thing, a clip. But if I'm looking at like people blowing up from random stuff and then see if they can actually maintain that a little bit, Stuff like that comes up. I'm talking about the Bob and thing where they harassed a streamer in their chat, and then they went and made a big thing of it, claiming that the person was harassing them and such, and then it blew up in their face that they had done it. But the other person was like a small, like 3 to 5 viewer streamer, and they were much bigger. And now they're basically not a streamer. They're basically not a streamer. Let's drive through here, and from what I saw from them, from the other person for a bit, they had gotten a decent amount of people that come into their stream in the days after, and I'd be interested to see how that played out a few months later. Probably not like super great. Let's see how it is. I'm just throwing. I hit somebody. I'm getting hit by somebody. I'm not gonna come in last because there's a guy way back there. Okay. I've done it. I've done it. Don't think this is the person I'm looking for. Oh, I'm so bad at figuring out information. Who wants me to do stuff again? Rip. I can't find any info. I'm looking for the person's name. It's not working. Everything's broken. The internet doesn't function for me. It's okay. It's okay. Just gonna keep going and going and going. Gotta keep myself entertained today. I've done it! I made it to the outside, the inside of the outside. They threw that, they hit me. Everything's coming up, not Daisy at the moment. Not a good Daisy thing happening in sight. They tried hitting me. It's very rude of them. But maybe you throw that so I can throw this. There, decent distance back still. Ha! Got him. Got him. What happened to them? I hit the red shell than them. I am the bully. Uh-oh. Wait, what? Oh, that shouldn't have happened. Thank you, person, for getting me back up to 5th. Dude, I am just trying to find information right now. This is the posts. This is the post. I don't see nothing. So who's messaging me happy Halloween on Twitter? You should all know that I don't use Twitter. Let's just pick a map. No, it is that person. Okay. How old is this streamer now? I'm going the wrong way. What is the track? I'm not on it anymore. Dude, hold on. This is the worst tracker for streams I've ever seen. Okay. So you have their information, and then they blew up. Okay, so from looking at Nap Night, who was the guy in that case that I was talking about, I finally found it. I am so good at this. He went from like from a pretty low viewer count, 5 to 10, up to, in the days following the whole thing, he had about, I don't know, about a couple hundred, and then it died down afterwards. It really died down afterwards to the course of, like, he's now got 50 to 60 average viewers. So he had a 10 times multiplication. But I'm also guessing that didn't really take advantage of the situation as well as he could have. Because with that sort of name exposure, it should be possible to get your content really front and center out there, you know, for a short amount of time at least, and try to maintain some of those viewers. But my goodness, this hurt. I don't know. What do I know? I'm just a small guy with myself as a viewer. We're doing great today, guys. We're doing great. Oh, I'm getting destroyed. I'm getting destroyed everywhere. And they're getting attacked everywhere, even over this statement, which is why I say it's Twitch made a stupid decision to try to put out stuffs. Where did my chat go? This is why we don't read stuff on here. My chat's missing. There we go. Now it's back. Okay, we'll be fine. I don't need it. I'm bad enough as it is. Up into 5th. Okay. We need to collect some coins and do the coin catching thing. That's just how it goes. Bum, 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 bum. We must drive faster, drive harder, go home. Drive hard or go home. That was the sentence that I ended up with. Not what I really said there, nor what I intended to say there. Okay, we've done it. We've hit pink on the boost. Going faster. Oh, they thought they had me there, guys. They thought they did. I'm gonna get a red shell. That's not a red shell. What? First place had a triple mushroom? This coward in 2nd place isn't throwing his red shell. I mean, we are pretty far behind, huh? Whew. I thought I was gonna be in trouble there. I thought I was. Wait, what? How am I in? How the turns have tabled. How the turns have tabled. Okay. I have an item. I don't think it's the best defensive item. But you know what? I'll take it. Another first place for me. Haha. Another first place for me. Haha. Another first place for me. Haha. I have no clue how we got this far. Listen, I'm not used to this first place thing. Comes up every once in a while. But not really. Bum, 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 bum. Ooh, Toad Harbor. But very tired now, very sleepy. Maybe, I don't know. Who knows what I am? I am what I am. I am what I eat. Pokemon. Pokemon. I eat Pokemon. What do the Pokemon eat? Do the Pokemon eat other Pokemon? Hopefully they don't eat Magikarp. Magikarp are really bony from everything that... Is this a... Are we mirrored? Are we mirrored? Hopefully they're not out there eating Magikarp. My brain is not allowing this right now. I don't have coins, and I'm not gonna have coins. Okay, remember that we're going to the right because we're back. I need to. Can I ask why you're just driving slower? As if that's like a good thing to do. Ooh, I got 2 coins in that. Whew. Okay, now when I go this way, I can collect those coins and be at 10. Just don't stop. And I'm just like, okay, have fun, you guys. Boom. I'll even slow down for you. Totally what I did intentionally. Hey, buddy. Hey, buddy. I totally know how to drive. Oh, I totally know how to drive. Second place, not bad at all. Not bad at all. I have no clue what I'm doing, let's be honest. Pokemon, Magikarp. Magikarp are all fish and bone. And scales. There's nothing. Didn't know I would make it, but I has. Your streak continues. Welcome. How are you doing? It's been a lonely day of me blabbering to myself. Oh no. Scaring everybody away today. With me, my face, and my thoughts. Welcome. Hopefully you had a good day. It's Friday, my dudes. My dudes. My dudes. It's Friday. Hopefully you're having a good trip, or I think you're out of town. I forget. My brain doesn't function ever. Don't mind me. I don't know what's going on. I'd feel bad, but I don't. I'm scaring the people's aways. Listen. I've got nothing. But are you listening? Oh my goodness. Hey, it's Camille. I don't know who that is, but they're here and we're in London, and that is not the track that I picked. Preparing for the party. We're gonna have myself an emo party. I will invite all of my emo friends. We will put all our records on and dance and dance and dance until we don't feel sad. Sorry. It's a party. Emo party. Boom! Nailed it. Get 2 coins for free. Do not pass go. Do not collect 200 buckaroos. I think my delay is bad. Okay, have fun. Thanks for stopping by. Congrats on, yes, emote party. Not emo party, emote. Emo party. It is a long and something road. What if I don't want you to have that? How did, what? I shouldn't have hit them. I've done it. I've double done it. Hey, buddy. Thanks. Wait, how do I do this? I still have a lap. I still have a lap to go. I know, sick them on each other. That always helps. Okay, there we go. People are good. Except I'm not. So I've got to race a little bit harder around the back straights of the park. Come on. Whee! Hop the corner. Oh, look at me. I'm doing great, I was gonna say. And then that happened. That happened, and I'm not doing great no more. Oh wait, I'm in second. Oh no. Move! Wait, how did you... You lucky son of a gun. And you with the red shell. Wow, I got blasted into the past. Wow. Oh my goodness, I can't even fight this no more. I got nothing to say. Well, that's about it. That's about where we stand. Not going well. Oh, what does the internet have to say today? Dolphin Shoals. Dolphin Shoals. I got nothing. Wait, Johnny Somali was booked in Korea and is not being allowed to leave? Uh-oh. Oh yeah, after Japan, he did go to Korea, didn't he? He went around. He went around. If you don't know Johnny Somali, he's the guy who did a bunch of random stuff. How is the calendar essay going? Do we need to change the topic of the video? I think I need to, if I want to make like a 10-minute video versus like a 30-minute video, I think I just need to choose a specific thing to talk about. I figured I'd give myself the month and come back to it at the end of the month. That's what I was gonna give myself the month and try to release it at the end of the month. Give myself the full month. I mean, they're calendars. I did some light research yesterday as like a preamble to all the information. I found a lot of different types of calendars. But the question is still, what is the central video about? We're in the pre-planning phase, basically. We're not writing our script yet. We're just coming up with information. Depends on how much information I find. Me and making a 5 to 10 minute video is nearly impossible. I mean, we've all, okay, some of us have seen my videos on Paleo where it's like, this is like a 2-minute discussion and then I blow it up into like 10 minutes giving my thoughts about it. So there's a question of if I am the one that's able to, we also didn't look to see if anybody else made a video on the history of calendars or something like that. They probably have. It's probably a gone and done and dusted topic. In which case we can shamelessly copy off of their homework. Ah. The evolution of the calendars. Yes, they started as small singular-celled organisms before crawling up onto land in the late 3000 BCs. Slowly they metamorphized into their current form today. But what steps did they take along the way in order to get here? You know, that's like decent. Not great, but a decent mid-video, like a post-intro getting into the body thing. Either that or the weirdest cold open ever. I could do that. I could just do a random cold open. Many years ago. Now, how would I get the footage for that is the question. Huh. That is the question. I mean, let's open our Notepad++ document for a second, because I do have it. My Notepad++ document has nothing to do with what we're talking about today. So that's good. And we can look at some stuff. First thing I would want to do is I would want to look at the evolution of the calendar. Examples of old calendars. How were they different? How were they the same? How were they similar? Their influence on future calendars. This is like the research phase. I want to find all this information, figure out how those original calendars. Hi Pip, how you doing? Welcome by. Nice to see you. Listen, my stream the other day talked me into making a video essay on calendars this month. Don't mind me, I'm just planning it out. They tricked me into it. So now we're discussing. Guys, if you don't know Pip, been in Pip's stream once, but I mostly know them through TikTok. I know them through TikTok because they are my friend on TikTok, and I know that because every time anytime they release something or they like something, TikTok tells me about it, and that's how I know Pip. Oh no, I don't know that many people on TikTok. Oh man. And if you know me in TikTok, I don't know anybody on TikTok. I know Lalea, who I have trouble with. I have a problem with Lalea. They release all of their videos at the same time, 1 minute interspersed. So many of your videos, when you popped in the other day, I didn't make the connection. That's fine. I don't expect people to make a connection between random guy and random name. It's fine. I just try to make silly videos, and I slowly improve, and then I deprove, and then I improve, and then I deprove. I'll be honest, I don't remember. I don't remember a whole lot of people on TikTok until I see the videos. Connecting videos with faces is so hard for me. Oh. Enjoy hearing your takes. Thank you very much. I don't work very hard for my takes, honestly. So bad with it. I'm bad with names and faces, but especially names. Hold on. I can do this. Does this work? No. My typing will not. Dude. Why do I? No, look for the exact. Why do you hate me? It doesn't want to find you. Because I typed that. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Oh my god. I found it. Okay. Jump scare time. Because I can. Jump scare time. This is Pip's channel. Oh wait. Look at inbox. Pip. I called it. I knew it was gonna happen. I knew it was gonna happen. You can't do this. I went into the like inbox. Oh no. It's so bad. It's so bad. Debut coming. Oh guys, it's my subreddit. Yeah, it's Pip. Where I know people from the internet. See, this is my thing. This is my this is my research on calendars. That's what I was just typing. I did it, guys. I clicked the button. Oh, I knew that was gonna happen. I knew the second there were notifications, I was like, Pip's gonna be one of them. Pip's gonna be one of them. I think you and I know there's a person who I follow who came in the stream once. I don't think they like the stream as much. They were Lalea, I don't know how to say their name, Lalea or something like that. I don't know. And I can tell when they're on because two things happen. One, I get a random message that they followed my stuff. Doesn't happen super often. But two, they also post like 7 videos at the same time and don't put any space between any of them. So I get like 6 notifications that something's popped up. That's how I know all the peoples I know. Well, it's nice to know that TikTok recommends my videos to some people. I don't understand the algorithm most of the time, and like a lot of my videos the past week and a half, I've been too lazy to give titles. They get around, I guess. I'm confused though. What takes do I have? Sometimes I guess some of my Twitch takes and how to do stuff are interesting. But yeah, I just don't understand the algorithm. I also don't understand what gets views. I just sort of post stuff. Whether it's gaming or random stuff that I say. Most of it's random stuff that I say here. Watch, I'll have a short up tomorrow about my Twitch tricking me into writing a video essay on calendars. I guess I just like how see that's the funny thing, 'cause I actually don't like how I tell stories quite a bit. And a lot of my storytelling is in editing. And I'm slowly trying to get better and better at that. Storytime's fun. Yeah, if you look at my storytime here though, Eclair, like storytime here versus storytime on like TikTok or YouTube. My story, so for example, I have a story that I'm putting up on YouTube whenever I feel like making a thumbnail for it, because it's like 3.5 minutes long. I didn't feel like making a TikTok about how I injured my finger the other day. And it's 3.5 minutes on YouTube with editing. Without editing, it's a 7-minute rant where I repeat myself 15 times, and it takes very hard to move from one step to another. I would like to apologize to everyone for the 8 minutes that I spent talking about how I injured my finger the other day, because that did happen. Oh no, we're gonna have to do this again, aren't we? I don't want to break out my stuff. It's more realistic. It is, but it's also it takes away some stuff for when you're. I try to keep all my videos under a minute, even on TikTok, even if they allow longer than that, because I don't know. But a lot of my stuff just comes out to be me ranting about stuff. But I don't know. Me and my storytelling, like I don't have a good story. Somebody remind me of a story that I've told, and I can try to retell it. Try to explain. I was talking about how I didn't like my stories the other day. Nox, hello. I need a story of mine that I can tell. Nox, give me a story. Upload a video on multiple platforms and edit different links. Thank you for the Prime sub. That didn't help with the story. It's been 45 months. Guys, you want to know the story of how Nox and I met? Nox is like the person on Twitch here, on my Twitch channel, that I've known the longest. Okay, so this story takes place in yesteryear. The year was 20, I don't know, something 14, 15. When did video games come out again? I literally don't remember. Nox, I'm doing okay. A little tired. The day is going long. And this is why my stories are mad, because I intersperse random conversations with people. So, in order to understand how Nox and I met, we have to go back to the release of a game called Smite on the PC. Smite is a MOBA, which plays a bit like League of Legends, except it's third person. And it's also not nearly as big as League of Legends. So, it is what it is. It is what it is. So when the game came out, I was in a little known location, rank called Bronze. Actually, when the game came out, I was just starting it. But I was in a little known rank called Bronze, and I was slowly climbing through the ladders. And As I made my way up towards silver or gold, I made a decision that would change my life for about a month and a half. I decided to join on as a substitute for a group that was trying to make a competitive team, because Smite's competitive scene was just starting to like set foot. It was expanding across NA, Europe, and parts of Australia. So I joined a team as a sub and a practice partner for them. And I played mid for that team for about 3 months. And at the end of that 3 months, I was like, you know what? I've gotten much better over the past 3 months. I'm gonna look for another team. This time I'm gonna be an actual sub instead of just like a practice partner, basically. And we'll see how we do. We'll see how it do. And I stumbled upon a post on the Twitch subreddit Smite LFG from somebody named Define Pride, who Nox knows fairly well, I guess. And they were looking for a substitute player for their team, their new team that they were putting together. And I joined that team as a sub. And on the first weekend that I was watching their games and playing with them, their solo lane person was missing. So I jumped into a role that I'd never played before. And it just so happened that I shot called the game. And we won the game. We won the practice games against the people that were much better than their team. So to put it into perspective, most of the people on our team were like gold league or lower, and the people on the team we were practicing against were like platinum diamond league. And I shot called, which means I gave the commands in the team. I told people where to go, when to go, and I did awful in the solo lane. But we won the games. I'm not a solo laner. Actually, Nox is a better solo laner. It turns out that we had a mid laner in that game on our team whose name was Nox. And at some point in the next couple days, somehow in the next couple days after that incident, I got a message being like, hey, you want to play ranked? I want to learn how to play. And like halfway through the week or whatever, I just started playing most of my ranked solo, like my ranked games that I'd usually do on my own with Nox. And I don't know how often we played, but it was a lot. And he slowly went from gold to diamond and up into like masters where we'd face pros. But we also sort of developed a friendship over those games, and we knew the friendship. I knew that the friendship was mostly solidified when. Okay, I have another friend, Isol, who I've known since middle school, but he's colorblind, and we had a running joke. We had a running joke in my friend group with him for a while, where if he had an opinion about something, it doesn't matter if he was right or wrong, just discredit him because he couldn't see colors properly. And that was the whole joke. A little mean-spirited. He was mostly in on it. And Nox was jumping into the server one day, and I told him, hey, Isol might be on in a bit. If he says something weird, just tell him it doesn't matter because he's colorblind. And like 20-30 minutes later, it came up, he said it, and everybody else in the Discord just froze up. It was just like, wait, he actually went there. He actually said it. He has joined the group. And that was just like the defining moment. Yes, mostly in on it because, let's be honest, he was colorblind. He couldn't make the decision to not be in it. I'm sorry. I was told to do it. Yeah, exactly. And that team ended up falling apart. Nox stayed around. Guys, there are so many things about that team. There are so many things about that team that are just like, okay, I remember 3 people on that team. I don't remember the person that I replaced because they moved me onto the team in solo position and I don't know why. Just for the shot calling, but I don't know who I replaced. Nox would have to tell you that. But they had Sensei and Tavolation on the duo lane. And the only thing that I know about Sensei now is she thought that I hated her after the team disbanded. I don't know why. To this day, I don't know why, but she thought I hated her. Define Pride. I did some stuff. No, Skull Knight, you'd later steal a position from Skull Knight. Skull Knight was a later thing. I don't remember. Tav didn't like me, and because I didn't like his overly aggressive playstyle without regard for where anybody else on the team was. So we got into a lot of fights about that. As a person, I didn't know Tav that well. I can't really speak to them. Nox was very boneheaded in lane. With a lot of work, with basically the quadruple the amount of time that he was putting into the game compared to everybody else that was there, he got much better than them much quicker. But it was also like fixing a ton of mistakes. So that happened. And then who was the jungler? Oh, it would have one of those three. It was Define. I'm so smart. I'm so smart. Yeah, it had to be because I listed everybody else. That team fell apart eventually, as I said. Nox joined another team that I went to as a coach and less of as a player, and then I sort of became. Listen, the teams got really confusing. There was a whole thing in there where Nox joined the team, and then they were doing stuff, and then he was playing solo lane for a team while I was a support, and then he thought he was gonna be replacing the team, so he left, and then he joined Skull Knight's team, who was somebody else who didn't make the team, and they played exactly one scrim against us before their team disbanded, which was the funniest thing in the world, because all we knew everybody on their team, and so we banned every character that Nox played except for his favorite character, and then I picked them for a role that they don't go in, and that's how we beat their team, is we just counterpicked Nox. It was the funniest thing in the world. Didn't even join, I was just joining to help. It was the funniest thing ever, though. But that's also how we met Riley. Like, if anybody knows Riley, the Ocarina of Time guy who now does Donkey Kong Country stuff, and the reason that I got into Ocarina of Time Randomizer in 2020, Riley was a solo laner for a couple of those teams under a very different name that I don't think he wants me saying ever again, because he had a very embarrassing name at the time. Same as Nox. Nox had a very embarrassing name. Oh man. Okay, guys, you want to know something funny? Nox's in-game name was basically his corporate email. It was just like last name, first initial, blah. And I was like, dude, you gotta change your name. You gotta change your name. So I ended up making his current name. I did that. He liked the character Nox in Smite, and I was like, it's Greek, why not it's like Roman, why not just like add a random word there? And now he fights people over it. Because I know of at least 2 other people that have that name. Exposing you here. Get exposed. Nox, you still have a YouTube channel that is basically just your name. I don't want to hear it. You haven't changed that one at all. Matter of fact, you still have a Twitch channel that's just your name. You haven't updated that either. Get exposed. on live television. See, and that's the long story of how I met Nox. It wasn't concise. I didn't plan it. And personally, I think the storytelling in it was a little roundabout. I don't think it holds the attention very well in the middle. It falls apart. And I jump well from point A to point B and so on. They will be forever buried in the depths of people just looking at YouTube for a minute. Got it? But yeah, one of the things that I want to improve is my storytelling, which I guess I do by telling more stories. My Dory's trying to get rid of me. Yep, I'm trying to replace you with generative AI. How did you know? How did you know? ChatGPT is my new best friend. ChatGPT makes me very mad. It's not a good tool. Whoa, I went flying. And the weirdest part of all of this is I'm still somehow on Rainbow Road. Like, I don't remember this track. I think you're already there. I can't believe you told that while playing Mario Kart. I've spoken about this not that long ago. It was the Fall Guys stream from earlier this week. I blanked out. I literally just blanked out. And now that I am trying to actively figure out what's going on my screen, now I'm trying to figure out what's going on my screen, I will do much worse. Have I ever watched La Short Cats? Listen, I might have spoken in Orange's stream about how I watched a 2-hour video on Hyrule Castle. That on its own might tell you the answer to that question. By the way, if anybody hasn't seen it, Shortcat's 2-hour video on Hyrule Castle is a great video. Watch it. Watch it. Watch it. I guess, okay. How do you improve? I gotta go play games with friends, but I shall be lurking. Thank you for the lurk. Have a good stream or have a good stream. This is my stream. Have a good time, and thanks for stopping by. Okay, how do you improve talking on the stream, telling the story on the stream while playing the game? This is a funny thing for me because this is the one thing I did for years. This is the one thing I worked on for years, and I've talked about this a little bit in the past, is I make it a priority of just look at the chat, just talk the chat, do the talking thing. The game is secondary. The game is always secondary to the chat. If I could look at the chat, I look at the chat. I read the chat. Thank you and have a fun time. Ah. So what I'm doing, what I generally do is I watch the game and then I scan the chat. And if I'm in like storyteller mode, my focus changes a bit. It's story, chat, game. So I'm telling my story and I look at the chat every once in a while to see how people are reacting. And then I pay attention to the game. And most of my focus is on my story, and then most of the rest of it is on chat. And the game is autopilot. The rest of me is, oh my goodness, I've got cat ears. The rest of it, my autopilot kicks in and tries to do game. Sometimes it goes okay. Usually it goes very badly. Ow, I'm getting bunched. Usually very badly. But really that's about it, is just where do you decide to spend most of your focus? Is it on the game? Is it on the chat? Is it on what you're actively doing? And you got to change it for what you're doing. So in a chat where you're trying to be much more of a talker to chat people, and stream where you're trying to talk to chat more often, you have to consciously decide, I'm going to pay more attention to chat right now. That hurt my feelings. That hurt my feelings a lot. Now Big Ben is driving by. But if you're trying to be really good at a game, which I did with Ocarina of Time for a bit, where I was in tournaments and such, you respond to chat in that. You only look at chat when you have time in the game, which is very different. It's a tournament race. My focus was on the game and then on chat. It is what it is. I also wasn't doing a whole lot of big stories. Most of my conversation was about where stuff could be because it was a randomizer. Blah, 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 blah. And I spent a lot of time just trying to basically internalize how all of this could go and make decisions on how I do stuff and how... Okay. If you are Eclair in my other stream, you might have noticed a problem with my chat readings, though, and how I do stuff, which is I sometimes bring stuff up, and if there's a message that you brought up, and then there's another new message below it, and I read, I sometimes miss the message that was above the last message, because my brain does not parse everything. It parses the latest new message, and then I miss messages, which I know... In my I think it was Fall Guys. I know I missed one of Eclair's messages that was said on stream. It might have been Throne and Liberty. I don't remember which one I was editing. I missed a pretty big one, and it was just sort of there. And I was looking at it afterwards. And I was like, oh, I missed that completely. I'm an idiot. And it tends to happen when there are a couple messages that happened before I check in with chat again. I gotta fix that. I gotta work on fixing that. Oh yeah, that does happen. I need a game. Battle for Bikini Bottom. Battle for Bikini Bottom, Nux. There you go. Web fishing. Liar's Bar. Liar's Bar is more of a me game than a Nox game, though. Well, something more infinite. Halo. Halo Infinite. Is that more infinite? Infinite Craft. Listen, I can name games. Nox is pigeonholing himself. Every time that this comes up, though, every time that I talk about like the whole Nox story and how we met, I always get sidetracked on the trying to figure out why Sensei thinks that I hate it. That's like the funniest thing to me, is that's the part that my brain is like, but why did that happen? How did that thought come up into here? I don't talk to people a lot. That could be it. I don't know. I could ask her. Probably not that important. Like, it's not one of those things that you'd be like, hey, Cody wants to know why you thought, why you thought he hated you 10 years ago. Do you remember? It's gonna be like, well, he has like, had the super competitive mindset, and he screamed about everything, and he was generally a terrible person to be around. The only things that I really remember that much about Sensei are, I know their name. I do remember their name, which is surprising. I know I don't remember anybody's name. and they played quite a bit of Athena as a support. Athena as a support. Tav played a lot of like Hu Yi. I don't think Hu Yi and Athena are like the best combination to play with each other, but they exist, I guess. They exist. What's his face? Not Hu Yi. Hachiman. Hachiman was the character that I was thinking of. Also, not great character to work with Athena, in my opinion. I guess they're okay. Hu Yi would be better with Athena. And now I'm judging their character picks. Love Hachiman. I don't think Hachiman works well with Athena. And then after that is when Khepri, I got my Diamond Khepri because I started playing support after that. I got Diamond Khepri. I have a Diamond Scylla. I got so much Khepri games. So much. I played so much Khepri that he became my second most played god of all time in that game. Off of the back of like 2 months of game time. I remember playing Khepri in the jungle. That's how much I played Khepri. They're like, can anybody play Khepri? I'm like, I'm picking him. I don't care where I play him. I can play him solo, mid, jungle, support. I'd prefer not to play him ADC. I'm a weird person. Hello. That was back when Khepri had the power boost on his ult before they nerfed that immediately. They're like, this ult is too good. We need to get rid of part of it. Then they removed the power and continually nerfed it for the next year straight, even without the power. Haha! That was funny. Listen, it's been like a decade since these events happened. I don't remember the order of events. Nox, next time I tell this story, I'm gonna include an Oompa Loompa, just so you know. I will totally remember that I said that. Look at Oompa Loompa doopity doo. I've got another puzzle for you. I got boosted. Nox, I need to make a short for tomorrow and the day after. What do I make a short about? A Claire wants me to make a whole video about calendars. So I gotta research my calendars. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to make a short about how to get good at Mario Kart. I'm not good at Mario Kart, and there's already somebody who does that. The name is Shortcat. They came up in this conversation already. I recommended everybody to watch that 2-hour Hyrule Castle video. Did you not remember that? Oh, good. The cat ears. The cat ears are gone. Must be that time. Actually, it almost is that time. We are at 2.5 hours until the second break. You're not Shortcat. People want to watch you. People don't want to hear the opinions of somebody on how to get better at a game when they're not that good at the game. To put it into perspective, Shortcat recently got times that were in the top 10 in the world on some tracks, and is like at least triple my rating right now, and has raced in the competitive scene for at least one race. I have not done any of those. They also have another channel, and I forget what that one does. But people know that. If you're watching Mario Kart content on TikTok or YouTube, you know who that is. It is the way. It is the way. Make shorts about doors? I fail to see how this ties into my content. I'm not trying to advertise my random video essays that I'm gonna be releasing in a month. Oh. I don't like this. I hope you know that if I were to make a short about doors, it would be way better than just a open left, right, inside, outside, both sides, whatever sides. Because there are more to doors than even you know, Nox. There's some crazy stuff about doors out there. No, it's funny, you just make a poem. You can release that as your short. All about doors. I believe in you. Doors are not the way for me. Oh, yeah. That pushed me backwards. Okay, well. Okay, whatever. I'm gonna do one on talking or playing games while telling stories and responding to chat, because we talked about that today, so I can reference that. Possibly re-record some of it, write down some thoughts, organize it so that it doesn't seem like a ramble jumble of whatever. And then I'm gonna talk about how I didn't win on the game, and then I'll make one about how chat here is trying to steal my brain. Have an ad break. I'm gonna end now. In the middle of my ad. I'm gonna have to go to somebody that I don't watch very often. Actually, somebody that I don't even follow. Thank you for the stream. You're welcome. I'll be back tomorrow with, I don't know, I might play Jamboree either way. Even if the peoples aren't gonna be here, I should leave this race. Come back to here. Boy, for now. Nox is running away. I actually don't see anybody to raid at the